For thousands of years, Hindu pilgrims have been making their way to Rishikesh in the foothills of the Himalayas. They come to bathe in the holy waters of Mother Ganges and meditate upon her banks. Once the path to enlightenment ran as clean and clear as the river here. Not anymore. In Rishikesh, the search for inner peace used to demand discipline and denial. Today, seekers of the truth can have their strudel and eat it too. Then find a guru to help burn off the calories. And if a cosmic connection proves difficult, there's always the internet.
Well, I think I've probably been coming about 22 years now. And when I first came here, it was quite quiet. There was hardly any shops. But perhaps it's easier for Westerners to come here because there's restaurants and bookshops. But I feel Rishikesh has lost something.
Rishikesh hit the Western spiritual radar in 1968, thanks to a visit by 4 unlikely lads from Liverpool. For 2 months, the Fab Four traded jet-setting for yogic flying, seeking to emulate the peace of their guru, Maharishi Mahesh Yogi. Ultimately, the Beatles and their guru chose different paths. Today, the ashram they shared is overgrown and empty. But there are plenty of replacements. In the hamlets around Rishikesh, there are now hundreds of spiritual schools and gurus, and thousands of paths to enlightenment.
Right, I don't think I'll even attempt that one.
Luckily, I've found a guide, a former Swiss engineer, now a 20-year resident of Rishikesh.
He's not ordinary man.
He's something special.
He's something special.
He's taking me to one of the town's living saints.
So sweet, Swamiji. Let me hug you. So sweet, so sweet, so sweet, so sweet.
Swami Ram Kripalu certainly looks the part. As befits a holy man, he hasn't cut his hair for 35 years.
He was my master. He was living naked. He was known as king of the eyes, actually.
For a decade, he lived naked and silent in the Himalayas.
Almost 14,000 feet height. Then he directly told me that you should take all your luggage and throw into the Ganges. Probably
did
that
you?
was... Yeah, I did that.
These days, he's only too happy to share his gained knowledge, though preferably out on the Ganges. While life may not be as tough for devotees today, there's still a certain master-disciple etiquette to uphold. The payoff is an hour at the feet of one of Rishikesh's enlightened souls.
You will feel a kind of rare, extraordinary calm and peace, you know. So you should fall in love with you, and that love you can extend. In sharing, you can make person richer and happier.
What advice can you give me if I'm looking for the right path for myself?
Your heart will tell you, here is the person, here is the place, here is the person, here is the time.
Taking Swami Ram Kripalu's advice, I continue my search, heading upstream to Parmarth Nikitan. This is one of Rishikesh's largest and most established ashrams. It provides the full live-in yogic experience for 1,000 people at a time, all for a donation of your choosing.
What I can bring for you? Anything?
We've totally enjoyed your hospitality.
Thank you.
The spiritual leader is Swami Chidanand Saraswati, known to his followers as Swamiji. He has tens of thousands of disciples around the world, The number is growing as more Westerners discover Rishikesh.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much.
So many. Number has increased. Every day is increasing.
Why do you think that is?
Well, it's a quest to learn, quest to reach somewhere where they can feel that stage of peace.
Om Shanno Mitrasham Varunaha.
Here, that quest for enlightenment begins with yoga. It's a serious business.
2, breathe out.
These students are just finishing their 4-week Ashtanga yoga course.
2 seconds. Like down.
They start before
5,
dawn 6 days a
Hand
week.
up.
It's an intensive schedule of postures, breath control and philosophy.
Complete pose. Excellent. Bend your knee.
Today, they're preparing for their exams.
Good.
Yoga is not only physical
Put
exercise.
your neck.
Yoga unites you mentally,
1.
emotionally, physically,
Come up.
spiritually.
Maintain the pose few seconds.
First, it unites you to true you, and then to the supreme reality, and then with everybody.
Every evening, Swami Chidanand conducts the ashram's fire ceremony, a ritual of praise and supplication to the gods. It always draws a large crowd, not just the faithful. The ceremony is one of the tourist draw cards of Rishikesh, but that doesn't worry Swamiji. He says many people come here without even knowing they're searching. Bhagwati was one of them. She's Swamiji's right-hand yogini. Her story, like her, is right out of Hollywood.
I came to India to travel. In Rishikesh, I got to the banks of Ganga and I burst into tears. Not sad tears, but ecstatic tears. Tears of having come home. Tears from a place in me that I didn't know existed.
When this daughter of a Beverly Hills divorce lawyer met Swamiji, she knew she'd found her master and her calling.
Physiologically, emotionally, spiritually, every cell of my being knew I'm in the presence of the divine.
Is it possible that you could boil that down to straight out charisma? It's something more
Absolutely
than that?
not. I grew up in Hollywood. I know a lot of people with charisma.
6 years after arriving in Rishikesh, Bhagwati is preparing to take Hindu vows for a life of simplicity, servitude and celibacy. In the city of the divine, however, celibacy is not always a prerequisite. I heard one Romanian Swami was run out of town because of his controversial Tantra Yoga course.
In terms of the Tantra Yoga, what did that involve? I mean, is it...
For the local people it was pure sex and fun, because that's how they think what it is.
And for you? Was it pure sex
No, I
and
was
fun?
actually not there. I'm doing something of my own, but for me it comes probably close to the same, actually, to be honest. Yes, why not?
Swiss Swami, my first guide in Rishikesh, knows all about the jealousies and problems foreigners can face. He helped his late guru build an ashram which now supports more than 70 schools and institutions and 600 staff. No different, he says, from politics in any small town.
Did you ever receive any threats?
Yes, of course, I had.
Yes, of course.
I had.
What kind of threats?
I had. Oh, some people wish to see me more in the heaven than on earth.
Oh, really?
It's enough to drive a person to drink. But in a dry town, that's not allowed. There are no nightclubs either.
So we'll start laughing more, laugh as much as loudly as possible.
But there is laughing and dancing yoga with Baba Vishnudis. This former store worker from Bombay believes yoga should be fun.
Like an electric current is passing in your body.
I'm not sure I'm on the road to enlightenment, but I may just have found my guru.